McDaniel, long three-point, wide open, drained it. The freshman with a big basket. As we inbound the basketball here, it's picked up by Allie Meeks in transition. She feeds Grace Galarza down low, and it's good. Strother can't handle it. Stolen away by Meeks. She feeds McDaniel. Yes! Caleria McDaniel lays it in for two. Mountain Pine in transition. Summer Godwin lays it in for two. And Godwin has eclipsed 20 points tonight. An impressive showing for the senior. Live from the campus of Cutter Morningstar High School, this is Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball live on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports. I'm Mark Oliver, joined tonight for the first time by Travis Harrison. Travis, thank you for joining me on the broadcast tonight. And introduce yourself to the XZero Sports crowd for the first time tonight.
Well, first of all, Mark, thank you so much for having me. Like you said, my name is Travis Harrison. I moved here back in August to take the assistant coaching position at Champion Christian College. So I've been doing that so far this year, having a great season there and loving Hot Springs. So very thankful that I've moved here and loving the area so far.
Big matchup on hand tonight as Mountain Pine travels on the road to take on Cutter Morningstar, the crosstown rivalry here in Garland County. And earlier today, we had the opportunity to talk to Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils coach Todd Willis and get his thoughts on the matchup and what it's going to take for his girls to get into the win column tonight. Down here on the coach with head coach Todd Willis. Coach, last time that we talked to you, a tough loss against the Lady Lions of Bismarck, but since then, a lot of games under the belt, a lot of good experience for this team. And tell me some of the positive points that you've taken away since the last time that we've seen these girls on the court.
I think the girls have come together a little more than where we started out at the beginning of the year. We've changed our defense to a man, and they've really excelled in playing the man versus the zones. Playing these bigger teams that we've had to face in the last few weeks is really going to help us going forward. Testing us. We've taken some lumps, but I think overall this schedule has really helped out the girls, and I think it's going to help us going forward.
You've mentioned some of the challenges that the team has faced over the past couple of weeks. Tell me a little bit about how some of your senior leaders are stepping up and keeping everybody's mind right and focused on what's ahead.
Well, the seniors are the key to this team for this year. We're senior laden, and they are responsible for making sure the team is ready each and every day, coming through practices, really running the offenses, scoring, rebounding. I rely on them a lot, and they're helping these underclassmen by showing, being good examples on the floor and off the floor as well. And I think that will help us going forward as well. I'm relying more on them to score now, and that's what we're looking for tonight, is get our seniors more active on the offensive end.
So, of course, tonight the big game at Cutter Morningstar, a crosstown rivalry for this school, and one that they certainly want to be able to snap this losing streak that they're in and really get back into the win column here. How do your girls get it done tonight?
We get it done with playing turnover-free basketball, hitting our free throws, and just playing solid on defense. We've lost several in a row to Cutter, and I think this year we're going to end that streak of losing to them, and I think we can turn up the pressure a little bit on them and turn them over and get the win tonight.
Well, Coach, we're really excited. It should be a packed house over there at Cutter Morningstar, and good luck to your team tonight. Go Lady Red Devils.
All right, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Go Red Devils.
That was head coach Todd Willis of the Lady Red Devils of Mountain Pine. They're on the road tonight taking on the Cutter Morningstar Eagles. Coming up after this tip-off, it's moments away here on XZeroSports.com. Support your favorite team this season with customized screen printing from Branded Ink. Their products are built to last. They're not going to fall apart after a couple of washes, and they keep looking great. Got a small business? Branded Ink loves small businesses and can put your logo on just about anything. Check them out online at brandedink.net or call Jason Hunter today at 501-767-2197. That's 501-767-2197. Branded Ink, the official apparel provider of XZero Sports.
This winter, you can stay warm and support your favorite team with customized embroidery from Mr. Stitchy. They do hats, polos, bags, shirts, jackets, anything you can think of. Maybe you've got a small business. Let Mr. Stitchy turn your clothing into a walking billboard. They're the official embroidery provider of XZero Sports, and their quality and their reputation is second to none. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. MrStitchy.com. That's MRStitchy.com. Mr. Stitchy, where every stitch counts.
At XZero Sports, we are the next generation of Arkansas sports. We've broken the boundary set by TV and radio to offer a cost-free way to catch your favorite games from anywhere in the world. No paywalls, just sports. From local youth organizations to adult athletic leagues and everything in between, we're creating a world where all athletes can be heard. Follow our journey online at XZerosports.com.
The national anthem sang very beautifully by one of Cutter Morningstar's own as we prepare for tonight's matchup here from the land of the Eagles, Cutter Morningstar High School. Coming into tonight's action, the Lady Eagles 6-4 on the season, 1-0 in conference play. The Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils 2-5 on the year, 0-1 in conference play. As we take a look around the arena here tonight, fans still filing in from both schools. A lot of Mountain Pines faithful represented here on the home side of the bleachers here at Cutter Morningstar, and we have the opportunity of sitting amongst many of them, including the senior high boys, who we will also feature later on this evening. The Red Hot Red Devils 8-1 on the season, looking for a little revenge against the Cutter Morningstar Eagles here. Now, Travis, you've had some experience with some high school teams in the past, and this is quite the rivalry game. Have you, in your announcing career, your young career, ever seen a really intense rivalry?
I've done not so much intense rivalry, but definitely some really good competition, good games. And I know a lot of people think, oh, it's girls basketball, it might not be as exciting, but I want to put a plug in for girls basketball. Some of the most exciting, entertaining games that I've broadcasted have been girls basketball. So I think we're in for a good one here tonight.
I'd like to announce that our featured Lady Red Devil player of the game is senior number 10, Summer Godwin. Coming up during the halftime segment of tonight's broadcast, we'll talk to Summer, and she'll tell a little bit of her story so far this season and give us a little bit of insight on what the team has been working on tonight to take on the Lady Eagles of Cutter Morningstar. As Cutter Morningstar continues to announce its starting five here tonight. Your starting five for the Eagles. Number 3, Tyra Harris. Number 10, Madison Dixon. Number 32, Grace Slick. Number 4, Cherokee Fields. And I believe the 5th one, if I understand correctly, is number 30, Loki Miller. Both teams huddled up. The Lady Red Devils huddled up with Coach Todd Willis. Here on the near side of the floor, we're just about ready for tip-off here from Cutter Morningstar. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into the broadcast live tonight on XZero Sports, the next generation of Arkansas sports, where you can catch Mountain Pine broadcasts this season. Here on the road, Summer Godwin will face off against Grace Slick at center court as we prepare for the opening tip-off here. Here's the tip, and we're underway, controlled by Grace Galarza and the Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils. Freshman point guard Kalaria McDaniel at the top of the key with Allie Meeks as they work to set up the offense here on the first drive of the night. Mountain Pine wearing its road red tops and bottoms with black numbers and letters as McDaniel looks for an opening and dribbles it over to Allie Meeks. Long three on its way to open the game, won't fall. And the rebound is going to go to Meeks. She'll get her own rebound back to McDaniel at the top of the key.
Great hustle play there by Meeks as she dove out of bounds to keep that one alive for Mountain Pine.
McDaniel down low to Galarza. Cross court, Meeks takes an open jumper. Shot won't fall, goes out of bounds to Cutter Morningstar.
So Meeks a couple opportunities there, coming up just a little bit short. And now we get to see what Cutter Morningstar does here on their first offensive possession.
Coming across the court for the Lady Eagles is number 3, Tyra Harris, the freshman. Harris with Cherokee Fields near the top of the key, trying to thread it inside. The pass is knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to go to the Lady Eagles. So Harris will inbound, or excuse me, inbounding will be Fields beneath the Eagles' own basket. Bounce pass inside, a foul, and going to the line will be Grace Slick, who wears number 32 for Cutter Morningstar. She'll look to be the first points of the night for either team. So Slick stands at the line at the ready. 6:56 remaining in the opening quarter. Slick's first shot is good, and Cutter Morningstar with the early lead. As Slick awaits her second shot, it's up. Bounces off the rim, no good, and it's controlled by Summer Godwin and the Lady Red Devils. Pass over to Allie Meeks across the timeline. Kalaria McDaniel now to set up her offense. She trades it with Galarza and Meeks. Now back to Grace Galarza. She's going to cough up the rock. Here comes Harris. And the Lady Eagles all the way down to the hoop. Harris puts a shot up. No good. And the rebound is controlled by Harris. She kicks it out to Cherokee Fields near midcourt. And now the Lady Eagles will try to set things up here. Fields being guarded loosely by McDaniel. She'll drive into the hoop, put a shot up, and it's good. Cherokee Fields, the first two-pointer of the night. A 3-0 lead for the Eagles.
Cherokee did a good job there driving to the basket and finishing strong at the rim.
Summer Godwin bringing it all the way home. Shot off the glass, won't fall. And now a foul as Godwin collides with a Lady Eagle. It'll be charged against Summer Godwin, and it'll stay with Cutter Morningstar. 3-0 the Lady Eagles lead. 6:02 to play here in the opening act. Set to inbound Madison Dixon, the senior, who wears number 10 for Cutter Morningstar. Mountain Pine back deep, awaiting the inbounds, and here comes Tyra Harris, the freshman. Harris across the middle to Slick, down low to Dixon. Dixon kicks it back out to Harris, and across the way to Slick. Now inside, a bounce pass, and a shot put up won't fall by Dixon. The rebound controlled by the Lady Eagles, Kara Kincaid, and a foul as now Kincaid will go to the line to shoot two.
Eagles doing a good job on the offensive glass, getting multiple opportunities to score.
Been back and forth so far with the possessions. Cutter Morningstar leading 3-0. Kincaid at the line to shoot two. First shot from number 20 is up, in and out, no good. Kincaid at the line, awaiting her second opportunity here. 5:43 remaining in the first. Second shot, in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Jatavia Smith, who checks in for Mountain Pine. Across the timeline is Kalaria McDaniel for the Lady Red. She gets it over to Allie Meeks, and now down low Grace Galarza. Moving the ball around the top of the arc. The defense from Cutter Morningstar proving to be pretty difficult here in the first. Out to Allie Meeks, who takes a shot up from the paint. Shot won't fall. Rebound controlled by Dixon. Here comes Cutter Morningstar. Down low, pass is intercepted. Kalaria McDaniel picks it up, and now she's battling across court. And a foul. McDaniel will be fouled as she attempts to pass it away to Godwin. Foul will be charged against number 3, Tyra Harris, her first. 3-0. Cutter Morningstar leading here in the first, 5:06 to play. Galarza inbounds it to Caleria McDaniel, who takes her time, advancing to the top of the key. Down low is Grace Galarza, as they'll move the ball around the arc for Mountain Pine. McDaniel takes her time, looking to set up an opportunity. Now she'll rely on team captain Allie Meeks to feed it in. Still nowhere to go. Galarza tries to drive against a Lady Eagle defender. Nothing happening. In the paint, Allie Meeks puts up a shot, won't fall. That's 4 missed opportunities for Meeks so far, as now there's a whistle blown. A foul called as Summer Godwin attempted to wrestle it away from Madison Dixon. So Dixon will inbound for Cutter Morningstar, who leads 3-0. Summer Godwin charged with the foul.
That's her second foul here early on already.
Yeah, foul trouble already for one of the big senior leaders for Mountain Pine. At the top of the key is Harris for the Lady Eagles. Down low, shot up by Cherokee Fields, too hard off the glass, no good. And now the putback, good. Madison Dixon for 2. 5-0 the lead for the Lady Eagles of Cutter Morningstar. Mountain Pine trying to get it across the timeline, can't. It's knocked away. Cherokee Fields to Harris, puts the shot up, and it's good. And now we'll have a timeout down on the floor. Coach Willis wants to speak to his girls. We'll take a break. 7-0. Cutter Morningstar leads Mountain Pine. You're listening to Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Back here at Cutter Morningstar High School alongside Travis Harrison, I'm Mark Oliver. So far, it's been all Lady Eagles in this one. Cutter Morningstar leading 7-0 here in the opening act. Coach Todd Willis wanted a moment with his girls, trying to get things set. Foul trouble early for Summer Godwin, and a lot of great opportunities to reclaim turnovers and just get some easy shots for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, I definitely would say the big thing right now for the Lady Eagles, what they're doing good is ball pressure, just really pressuring, and they're forcing some turnovers, getting some easy buckets down at the other end.
Set to inbound will be Grace Galarza for the Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils. Press defense coming in from the Lady Eagles as it's across the timeline. Galarza in traffic, gets it away to Allie Meeks, and now Caleria McDaniel at the top of the key. 3:30 to play in the opening act. It's a 7-0 lead for Cutter, and the ball is knocked away by Grace Slick. She'll control it. That's a turnover. Across the timeline comes Dixon. Dixon down low. Kincaid puts a shot up. She's fouled. Kincaid goes to the line for the and one. Or excuse me, no, they'll call a charge foul on Kincaid. So it's a turnover going back to Mountain Pine. Big break there for the Lady Red Devils, who will try to get on the board and cut into this Lady Eagles lead. Mountain Pine having a difficult time getting past the defensive Cutter so far. And now a double dribble called against Caleria McDaniel. That'll turn it over. Back to Cutter Morningstar. Tough break for McDaniel, who disagreed with the call. Now Dixon gets it in with 3 minutes to play in the first. 7-0 Cutter Morningstar. Slick back to Cherokee Fields now at the top of the key. She's being guarded loosely by McDaniel. Fields feeds it in low. It's knocked away. Summer Godwin picks it up on the charge. Here comes Summer Godwin all the way home. Puts it up for 2. Mountain Pines on the board. Summer Godwin took it into her own hands and put up a great shot.
Did it on both ends that time. Defensively got the steal, then took it coast to coast and was able to finish at the other end for 2.
Cuts the lead to 5. It's 7-2. And now a shot, pull-up jumper, won't fall from number 30, Loki Miller. Rebound controlled by Allie Meeks. Here come the Lady Red Devils. Looking to get back on the board here. Meeks and McDaniel trade the rock at the top of the key. And no openings so far. 2:05 to play in the first. McDaniel driving against Dixon. And now down low. A pass into Summer Godwin is knocked away. It's picked up by Fields. Here come the Lady Eagles. Cross-court pass, and it will sail out of bounds as it was intended for Dixon. It'll go back to Mountain Pine.
I think the big thing for Mountain Pine is that they need to push the ball. Whether they get scored on or not, they need to push it up, because if they give them time to set up in the 2-3, they're having trouble right now breaking this defense down.
Yeah, absolutely. Having difficulty so far in the first. No question. McDaniel across the timeline over to Allie Meeks. Down low, Galarza. Not enough opening to attempt the three. Fed in down low to Godwin. It's knocked away. It's last touched by Kincaid. It stays with Mountain Pine as Galarza will inbound beneath her own basket. Kincaid takes a rest for Cutter Morning Star. In comes Haley Scott, the sophomore. Galarza to inbound. Grace gets it into Allie Meeks, who's quickly defended by Dixon. Now back to the top of the key to set up with Caleria McDaniel. 1:20 to play in the first quarter. 7-2, the Lady Eagles lead. Allie Meeks thought about the three. Now passes it back to McDaniel. It's knocked away. Dixon strips it and taking it all the way down. There's a scrum for it as it's knocked away, controlled by the Lady Eagles. And now back to the top of the key to slow things down. Long three on its way, air ball. And it goes out of bounds back to the Lady Red Devils. Substitution coming in. Tyra Harris, the freshman, steps in for Madison Dixon.
One thing the Lady Eagles are doing, even though they're sitting back in a 2-3, they're not content just to sit back and let them come to them. They're still being aggressive and obviously coming up with some turnovers.
Across the timeline, McDaniel, pass nearly knocked away by Fields. Meeks working for it as she gets it back to Caleria McDaniel at the top of the key. 40 seconds left here in the first. Mountain Pine with the basketball. McDaniel over to Galarza. Still no openings. Not able to push against this defense at all. Meeks takes a wide open three. Air ball out of bounds, and Meeks hasn't been able to drain it yet tonight. That's 5 missed shots here in the first for team captain Allie Meeks.
Yeah, if Mountain Pine can start hitting some shots from outside, that's really going to work that zone more and open up some space inside to get some easier looks.
18 seconds left. Cutter Morningstar with the basketball. Down low is Scott out to Cherokee Fields at the top of the key. 10 seconds left. Fields. Scott's shot is blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Eagles. 5 seconds left. Cutter Morningstar with the opportunity for one last shot here in the first quarter, who have been held scoreless for quite some time after jumping out to a 7-0 lead. Cherokee Fields to inbound for the Lady Eagles. With 5 seconds left, inside to Harris. Harris to Fields, long three. Off the rim, no good, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close here from Cutter Morningstar High School. We've played one, 7-2, the Lady Eagles lead. This is Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball on XZeroSports.com.
Support your favorite team this season with customized screen printing from Branded Ink. Their products are built to last. They're not going to fall apart after a couple of washes, and they keep looking great. Got a small business? Branded Ink loves small businesses and can put your logo on just about anything. Check them out online at brandedink.net or call Jason Hunter today at 501-767-2197. That's 501-767-2197. Branded Ink, the official apparel provider of XZero Sports.
Back here at Cutter Morningstar High School, alongside Travis Harrison, I'm Mark Oliver. End of the first quarter. It was mostly the Cutter Morningstar Lady Eagles, but late Mountain Pine finally getting on the board, Travis, and getting some points on the board. Even though they're trailing by 5, they were able to keep the Lady Eagles off the board for a large part of that first quarter.
Yeah, I thought Mountain Pine did a really good job rebounding the ball overall. And like you said, they just had some costly turnovers there, which led to easy points for the Lady Eagles. But other than that, they really haven't played that bad this first quarter.
Cutter Morningstar with the basketball here as we open the second quarter. Grace Slick down low as she feeds it back out to Tyra Harris at the top of the key. Now inside, Cherokee Fields puts a shot up, won't fall. And there's Bristol Huff, who checks in for the Lady Red Devils. She gets a key rebound.
That's what Mountain Pine has to do. Just one and done on the boards there. Grab that first one, not give the Lady Eagles second and third opportunities to score.
Galarza in double coverage. Looks for a way out. She drives against Harris. Driving all the way home. Feeds it to Huff. Her shot is knocked away. Jatavia Smith with the pickup. And she's in trouble. Allie Meeks down low. Summer Godwin puts it up. Rolls in for two. Summer Godwin. All 4 points on the night for the Lady Red Devils, but it's been 4 in a row for the Lady Red Devils, who cut the lead to 3.
It was a great pass inside to Godwin there as she held the defender sealed off. Was able to come away with the easy basket.
Down on the other end, Cutter Morningstar is going to put up a shot down low. Kara Kincaid is fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Looking to get the Lady Eagles back on board here in the first half. 6:51 remaining in the second. Kincaid at the line. First shot is up and good. So the deficit ends for Cutter Morningstar, who's finally back on the board. And they've doubled up Mountain Pine 8-4. Second shot on its way. It's good. 9-4. Cutter Morningstar leads here in the second quarter. Caleria McDaniel struggles to get across the timeline. That Lady Eagles defense has been quite tough here in the first half. Cross-court pass, intercepted. Kincaid all alone. Kincaid lays it up and in. Kara Kincaid sparking what appears to be a run by the Lady Eagles. 4 consecutive points so far. It's 11-4. Down low, a pass to Summer Godwin. She puts a shot up. She's fouled. And Godwin goes to the line for the and one. 6 points for the Lady Red Devils. They all belong to Summer Godwin.
She's really putting the team on her back right now, just doing whatever she has to do offensively, defensively, just to keep her team in this ballgame.
Coach Willis, he said it this morning when we met at Mountain Pine. He said Godwin's going to play a big role in tonight's game. Godwin's free throw, and one attempt does not fall. It's 11-6. Harris at the top of the key for the Lady Eagles, down to Cherokee Fields. As the Eagles look to get it around, and now a pull-up jumper. Harris is going to drain it and extend the lead back to 7.
That's 4 points for Harris. She's got that nice little jumper there, able to knock that one in for 2.
Down low, Summer Godwin all the way home, puts a shot up, won't fall. Rebound Kincaid. Here come the Lady Eagles. 13-6, 5:40 to play here in the first half. Down low, Grace Slick puts a shot up too hard, won't fall, and Jatavia Smith gets a rebound. It's going to be knocked away, and it'll stay with the Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils. Great crowd on hand here from Cutter Morningstar High School for this crosstown rivalry between Mountain Pine and Cutter Morningstar. Allie Meeks trying to move the ball across the timeline, gets Caleria McDaniel. And now Meeks will command the offense. Defense still very stifling from Cutter Morningstar. Galarza gets it in low to Summer Godwin, who turns, puts up a shot in traffic, won't fall. There's McDaniel with the rebound, the shot up, and it's good. Caleria McDaniel's on the board. She'll go to the line for the and one.
So our first bucket for Mountain Pine, not from Godwin. So nice to see an offensive rebound there and put back, and we'll see if she can connect with the three-point play.
Big bucket for the freshman there, as she looks to cut the lead down with this free throw here. Shot is up. Shot is good. 13-9. Cutter Morningstar leads by 4. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Tyra Harris across the timeline slowly for the Lady Eagles. Long shot on its way. Harris pulls up out of the paint, drains it. Another big bucket for the senior leader, Harris.
she's feeling pretty confident right now. She's hit, I think, every shot she's taken, and she's 3 for 3 with 6 points.
Down low, bringing it down. Summer Godwin, a pull-up jumper. She answers back. And Summer Godwin continues to impress here in the first half. An errant whistle. No call, and it'll stay with Cutter Morningstar. 4:22 to play, 15-11. The Lady Eagles lead by 4. As the ball's fed in down low, Cherokee Fields puts a shot up in traffic. It is knocked away. Jatavia Smith with the rebound. Mountain Pine with the big opportunity here. Allie Meeks across the timeline, guarded heavily by Harris. Back out to Caleria McDaniel. The Lady Red looking to slow things down a little bit. Gets it to Galarza. Pull-up shot. Rolls in and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Smith. They're scrumming for it. Down low now, Godwin. All the way home, puts up a shot. Bounces in and out, no good. Rebound, Galarza puts up the shot for 2. Grace Galarza, a big basket. And a team that trailed by 7 now has cut the deficit to 2.
Mountain Pine's done a great job just not giving up, continuing to chip away at that lead.
Long 3 coming down, won't fall from Madison Bellamy. The rebound controlled by Mountain Pine, and Cutter Morningstar wants a timeout. 15-13, Cutter. We're back after this. This is Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball on XZeroSports.com.
They do hats, polos, bags, shirts, jackets, anything you can think of. Maybe you've got a small business. Let Mr. Stitchy turn your clothing into a walking billboard. They're the official embroidery provider of XZero Sports, and their quality and their reputation is second to none. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. MrStitchy.com. That's MRStitchy.com. Mr. Stitchy, where every stitch counts.
Back here at Cutter Morningstar High School alongside Travis Harrison, I'm Mark Oliver. Back and forth this game goes. The Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils coming alive here in the second quarter. And they've cut the deficit, which was as many as 7, down to just 2. 15-13 as we come out of the timeout here at Cutter Morningstar, using its first timeout of the night. And Travis, what do you think that they're telling their team who's lost a huge lead here?
I would say just get back to what they were doing, is just pressuring the ball, forcing those turnovers, because they've gotten several points off of those turnovers. So just keep pressuring the ball, and we'll just get this thing back out where it was.
Here come the Lady Red Devils with a big opportunity to try to tie the game here. Caleria McDaniel, the ball is knocked away, picked up by Tyra Harris. Harris drives it home. The shot won't fall. Allie Meeks with the rebound. Here come the Lady Red Devils in transition. Galarza into the front court. Back out to McDaniel to try to slow things down here. Allie Meeks thought about a long 3. Out to Galarza. Galarza drives in, puts up a shot. She's fouled. And the question is, was she fouled before the shot? Looks like Galarza is going to go to the line to shoot 2. So these free throws are big. Galarza looking to tie the game here potentially. First shot is up and good. Substitution coming in for Cutter Morningstar as Haley Scott will check in. She'll take the place of Kara Kincaid. Galarza's second shot could tie it. Off the front of the rim, no good. Picked up by Grace Slick. Here come the Lady Eagles leading by 1. Tyra Harris at the top of the key. Over to Loki Miller. Shot doesn't fall. It's picked up. The rebound by Mountain Pine. Tanae Tash with the board. And here come the Lady Red Devils, trailing by 1, 15-14. 2:33 to play in the first half. Meeks drives in against Dixon. The ball is knocked away. There will be a foul. They're going to charge it on Madison Dixon. That's going to send Mountain Pine to the line. The team captain, Allie Meeks. Meeks has not made a shot yet tonight despite many attempts. She's looking to get on the board here. First shot good. We're tied. All knotted up at 15 as Cherokee Fields will check in for Madison Dixon for Cutter Morningstar. The Lady Red Devils could go for their first lead. It's up. No good. Rebound controlled by Mountain Pine. Summer Godwin's there. She draws the foul. Godwin to the line to shoot 2. And the Lady Red Devils could go for their first lead tonight.
They've really fought hard back into this game, and a little extra hustle there from Godwin, getting the offensive rebound. Now she's at the line being rewarded for 2 shots.
Godwin at the line, first shot up and in. Mountain Pine takes the lead, 16-15. Godwin's not done yet. An excellent showing so far tonight for the senior. And she's got to be close to double figures at this point, Travis.
Yeah, I definitely think she's just about there, if not already there.
So the second shot doesn't fall for Godwin. Ball goes to Cherokee Fields. She's going to drive it all the way home for 2 to regain the lead for Cutter. 17-16, the Lady Eagles with the lead. Grace Galarza makes her way across the timeline. She's doubled up quickly, nowhere to go. And now we'll have a jump ball, and it will stay with the Lady Red Devils.
There's that ball pressure we've seen already all night so far from the Lady Eagles, coming away and getting that jump ball.
Inbounds pass from Galarza to McDaniel. She'll spin across the timeline. Caleria McDaniel dribbles it to Allie Meeks. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Tanae Tash had the ball fed in down low. Shot doesn't fall. Summer Godwin, the putback, it's good. Back and forth we go. The Lady Red Devils regain the lead, 18-17, 1:37 to play. Cherokee Fields with the basketball for Cutter. Inside to Slick. As Grace Slick drives against Galarza. Turns around, puts up a shot, it's good. Great basket by Grace Slick.
Well, back and forth we go, like you said. As Cutter Morningstar reclaims the lead once more.
Across the timeline comes Lady Red. Allie Meeks dribbling against Harris, and now back to McDaniel. Down low to Galarza, back to McDaniel. 1:05 to play. Press defense coming in from the Lady Eagles as Allie Meeks feeds it in down low. She threads the needle to Summer Godwin. Now back to the top, Meeks. Meeks drives in, puts a shot up in traffic, off the rim, no good. Tipped by Godwin. It'll stay with Mountain Pine. Last touch by Cutter Morningstar, who brings in 2 new players. Kara Kincaid and Madison Dixon step in for the Lady Eagles. Galarza to inbound with 46.9 remaining. Inside to Meeks. Down low, Galarza. Turns, puts a shot up, won't fall. And now out of bounds. Last touch by Galarza goes to Cutter Morningstar. 19-18, the Lady Eagles lead. Here comes Cutter Morningstar, Loki Miller, who wears number 30. She's across the timeline for the Lady Eagles. Down low to Grace Slick. Slick back out to Fields. Thought about the 3. Back to Miller. Down low Dixon. As they move the ball around here. Fields gets the sign from her coaching staff. And they're going to try to hold for the final shot here in the first half. Great game so far in this one. 10 seconds left. Fields drives in all the way home, puts it up for 2. Clock rolling. 2 seconds left. Across the way, it's tipped away. And that's the end of the first half of action here. Cutter Morningstar goes to the locker room with the lead. 21-18. As we go to the half here. Coming up in the halftime break, we'll talk to your featured Lady Red Devil player of the game, Summer Godwin, who's already made her presence known so far in this one. But we break here. Cutter Morningstar leading 21-18. This is Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball, live from Cutter Morningstar High School on XZeroSports.com.
Hi, we're the new guy, and just like your athlete, we're looking to be the next rising star here in Arkansas. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/XZeroSports. Follow us on Twitter @XZeroSports. And together, we can bring the next generation of Arkansas sports to the communities we all call home. Did you miss part of the broadcast? Do you like what you hear and want to share it with your friends? You can catch this broadcast in its entirety online at XZeroSports.com. Support your favorite team this season with customized screen printing from Branded Ink. Their products are built to last. They're not going to fall apart after a couple of washes, and they keep looking great. Got a small business? Branded Ink loves small businesses and can put your logo on just about anything. Check them out online at brandedink.net or call Jason Hunter today at 501-767-2197. That's 501-767-2197. Branded Ink, the official apparel provider of XZero Sports.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at xzerosports.com.
Here in Arkansas, our greatest resource isn't chicken or rice, cattle or cotton. It's youth. And in Central Arkansas, we're brimming with it. And that's the reason we started XZero Sports, to bring sports broadcast media coverage to all communities, not just the big ones. Learn more about our mission and our journey at xzerosports.com. This winter, you can stay warm and support your favorite team with customized embroidery from Mr. Stitchy. They do hats, polos, bags, shirts, jackets, anything you can think of. Maybe you've got a small business. Let Mr. Stitchy turn your clothing into a walking billboard. They're the official embroidery provider of XZero Sports, and their quality and their reputation is second to none. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. MrStitchy.com. That's MRStitchy.com. Mr. Stitchy, where every stitch counts. Your ad here. Join our winning team today and become part of the next generation of Arkansas sports. Call Mark Oliver at 501-617-4106 or find us online at xzerosports.com. Back here at Cutter Morning Star High School alongside Travis Harrison, I'm Mark Oliver. Here at the half, Cutter Morning Star leading Mountain Pine by a score of 21-18. Time now for your featured Lady Red Devil player of the game. This week, Summer Godwin is your featured player of the game, and she's already had a phenomenal effort so far in this one, helping her team battle back. And well, that's just typical Summer Godwin for you. Earlier today, we were at Mountain Pine High School to talk to Summer, get her thoughts on how the season's been playing out and what it's going to take to beat the Lady Eagles here tonight. Down here on the court with our featured Lady Red Devil of the game, we're here with senior Summer Godwin. Summer, congratulations on the honor. Tell us a little bit about how you feel the season's going so far at this point.
It's going pretty good. We've been working really hard in practice and stuff, and we've been learning from our mistakes. And I think if we keep practicing as hard as we are, we're going to be pretty good this year.
A lot of tough matchups so far, and maybe some games that got away from you that you wish you had back. But what we've seen a lot out of your team so far this year is a lot of great senior leadership, very senior heavy. And tell me some of the ways that you're out there helping keep your team's head up despite some of the losses that you've had and keep them focused on what's coming next.
Well, every time one of us makes a mistake on the court, we don't yell at each other. We talk it through with them. And that's pretty much how we go through it. And before the game, we talk really good in the locker room and learn from our mistakes from the game before. And that's pretty much how we're rolling.
So tell me a little bit about some of the strengths of your team, some things that you guys feel that you're doing well right now and things that are going to help carry you forward as the season goes on.
Well, we're taking care of each other pretty well. We've got a girl going through some things on the team, so we're going to play really hard for the rest of the season for her, as we've been, and we're dedicating it to her, and so we're working pretty hard at it.
So let's talk about Cutter Morning Star, a crosstown rivalry and a game that Mountain Pine always wants to go out there and not only win, but win big. And, of course, inside of a 3-game losing streak for the team right now, certainly a win that you really want to get tonight. Tell me how you and your team are going to get it done.
we're going to hustle really hard, play really hard, get back really fast. Just the way we've been rolling.
Summer, is there anybody you'd like to say hello to who may be listening to the broadcast tonight?
I would like to say, and for the rest of my team, we love you, Raven, and we hope you do better. We hope you get better.
Thanks very much, Summer. Congratulations on the honor. Good luck tonight. Go Lady Red Devils.
Thank you.
Your featured Lady Red Devil player of the game, Summer Godwin. She wears number 10 proudly for her alma mater, Mountain Pine High School. And as we're rejoined by Travis Harrison, we'll start with some of the stats for Mountain Pine, and Summer Godwin certainly leading the way tonight.
Yeah, she definitely is. Summer Godwin, 11 points for the night. She's shooting 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Meeks has 1 point. She's shooting 1 for 2. McDaniel has 3 points. She's 1 for 1 on the line as she connected on a 3-point play. And as well as Galara, she's got 3 points, 1 for 1 from the line as well. As far as Cutting Morning Star goes, you've got Harris with 6 points. Fields also has 6 points. Dixon has 2. Kincaid has 5. She's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. And Slick has 3 points, and she's 1 for 2. So that concludes our stats for the first half here.
It's been a big night for each team here. We knew coming into this one that it would not be easy for either team. And Cutter Morning Star coming out to a very early lead. They led 7-0 to open this thing. Mountain Pine finally got a basket in. Summer Godwin finally got this team on the board, and then they got another one. And then they started slowly chipping away, and then they even gained the lead there in the second quarter. Lost it there in the closing minutes, but certainly at this point in the game with the momentum shift that we've seen, it appears that Mountain Pine is not going down without a fight tonight.
Godwin definitely the catalyst of her team there, keeping them together, saying it's all right, I got you, putting them on her back. And really leading the way there. And then when she got things going, others started coming along, chipping in. Even more important to say that she needs to stay out of foul trouble this second half. She picked up 2 quick ones there. Coach kept her in, obviously showing how valuable she is. But got to stay out of foul trouble this second half for Mountain Pine to have a chance to win this ball game.
Mountain Pine, not a team that has enormous depth. And certainly relies on the very small roster that it has. And like you said, foul trouble could be a thing. Could make or break this game ultimately as we open the third quarter here from Cutter Morning Star High School. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this evening live on XZeroSports.com. As the ball is knocked away by Tyra Harris, picked up by Dixon, and here comes Cutter right out of the gate. Rebound down low, they're scrumming for it. It's pulled away by who else? Summer Godwin. Godwin to Caleria McDaniel as Mountain Pine looks to set up across the timeline here for the Lady Red Devils' first possession of the second half.
If I were them, I'd go to Godwin right away, just see if she can get an early bucket and get the team going.
Godwin being double-teamed down low on the post. As Cutter really keying in on her early here, swarming her. Allie Meeks with the basketball near the top of the key. McDaniel tries to set a screen, nothing going. 7:10 remaining in the third. Meeks drives, pulls up jumper in the paint, and the shot put back up and good for Summer Godwin. There with the putback, cuts the lead to 1.
Picking up right where she left off in the first half. Offensive rebound leading to an easy basket for 2. Nice job there by Godwin.
In transition, here come the Lady Eagles. Tyra Harris over to Cherokee Fields. Fields and Harris trade the rock near the top of the key. Grace Slick now over to Dixon. As Mountain Pine beginning to play a little bit tougher defense. Not as many openings as we saw in the first quarter. As a shot up by Slick is no good. It's last touched by Summer Godwin. It'll stay with the Lady Eagles. Godwin looking for the takeaway and knocked it away as Cherokee Fields catches the inbound. Here comes Cutter Morning Star. 6:25 to play in the third.
Lady Eagles missed a chance there. I believe it was Dixon who was cutting on the right side there. She was wide open on the right block for a layup, just missed her.
Kincaid out to Harris at the top of the key here on the front court for Cutter Morning Star. Screen comes in, pass threaded down low to Slick. Grace Slick will draw the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
It was a great look inside by Fields as she was able to dump it down inside to her teammate there, and now they're at the free throw line with the chance for 2 more points to add to this lead.
Against Caleria McDaniel, the freshman. At the line is Slick. First shot off the front of the rim, no good. 1 point lead for the Lady Eagles. It's 21-20. 6:06 to play here in the third. Slick's second attempt is up. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Grace Galarza. Here comes Mountain Pine. Caleria McDaniel brings it across the timeline in traffic, guarded by Dixon. She'll get it down low to Galarza. Nothing much for Galarza tonight as she's easily swarmed on the near wing. Threads the needle, trying to get it into Tash. Tanae Tash loses it, but it's last touched by Cutter Morning Star. It stays with the Lady Red Devils.
She was open, but I definitely think they saw her just a tad too late there, and the defense was able to recover.
Long three on its way. Allie Meeks, she got it! The biggest bucket of the night is also the first bucket of the night for double zero as Mountain Pine regains the lead 23-21. Finally found her mark and drilled it. Cherokee Fields with the basketball at the top of the key for Cutter. Out to Dixon. Now Fields guarded against Caleria McDaniel. Driving in is Fields. She'll turn, kick it out to Kincaid. From the free throw line, puts up a jumper. It's good. Tie game, 5:10 remaining in the third. We're knotted up at 23. McDaniel drives across the timeline, nearly knocked away, stays with it. And she'll get it back to Allie Meeks at the top of the key. McDaniel to Meeks, down low Galarza. Inside to Summer Godwin, and Godwin's going to take it from the breadbasket out of bounds. Couldn't reel in the pass from Galarza.
Maybe a little too much on that one from that close.
Yeah, a lot of heat on that one. I don't think I could have caught that one either. 23 all, 4:43 to play. Fields drives in down low off of Caleria McDaniel. Shot does not fall. And now a foul as Fields gets a little handsy with Caleria McDaniel. It's Mountain Pine basketball.
We saw Fields do that several times in the first half, that drive to the right side, kicking it off the glass, that time just unable to get it to fall.
So Mountain Pine looks to slow things down as Caleria McDaniel across the timeline. Over to Grace Galarza, back to McDaniel. Allie Meeks, long three on its way, there it is! Allie Meeks, 2 in a row as double zero begins to heat up, and now Cutter Morningstar wants a timeout. We'll take it with him. Mountain Pine with the lead, 26-23. We're back after this. This is Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball live from Cutter Morningstar High School on XZeroSports.com.
Support your favorite team this season with customized screen printing from Branded Ink. Their products are built to last. They're not going to fall apart after a couple of washes, and they keep looking great. Got a small business? Branded Ink loves small businesses and can put your logo on just about anything. Check them out online at brandedink.net or call Jason Hunter today at 501-767-2197. That's 501-767-2197. Branded Ink, the official apparel provider of XZero Sports.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Branded Ink. Put your favorite team's logo on just about anything. Back here in the third quarter, alongside Travis Harrison, I'm Mark Oliver. 26-23, Mountain Pine takes the lead on a long three from Allie Meeks, who finally begins to heat up for this team. And Cutter Morningstar looking a little bit stunned as this one has slowly begun to chip away.
I'm sure Summer Godwin has to feel good. You know, she kind of carried the team the first half. Now Meeks all of a sudden with 2 big threes sharing the load here in this third quarter.
Coming across the timeline for Cutter Morningstar is Loki Miller, number 30 for the Lady Eagles. She gets it over to Cherokee Fields here on the near wing. Pull-up jumper. Fields off the back, no good, and the putback by Kincaid also does not fall, but she's fouled. Going to the line is Kincaid. The foul charge against Tanae Tash of Mountain Pine. Kara Kincaid, I believe it's her third trip to the charity stripe tonight, as she's going to look to chip away against this Lady Red Devils lead. First shot up is good. And now Kincaid awaits her second opportunity. Second shot good. Kincaid, 2 for 2 from the line. It cuts the lead to 1. Pressure defense coming in from the Lady Eagles as Mountain Pine moves the basketball. Allie Meeks across the timeline for Mountain Pine, down to Grace Galarza. Pressure in from Dixon. Galarza drives in. She's going to lose the basketball. Running into Kincaid. Draws the foul. A blocking foul against Kincaid. That draws many boos from the Cutter Morningstar faithful. And perhaps a very strategic move by Grace Galarza. Galarza to inbound. And gets it into Allie Meeks. Over to McDaniel. McDaniel puts a shot up on the run, won't fall. Last touched by Mountain Pine. Galarza couldn't reel it in. It goes to the Lady Eagles. 26-25. Mountain Pine by 1 as Haley Scott checks in for Kara Kincaid.
Still a lot of time left in this ball game, but it may come down to who has possession last.
And you start to think, could 4 quarters be enough to decide it? Down low, it's Grace Slick. Out to a wide open 3 from Loki Miller. Shot doesn't fall, and there's Summer Godwin with the rebound. Mountain Pine controls the rock and the lead by 1. McDaniel to Allie Meeks. Meeks has drained 2 consecutive three-pointers for the Lady Red Devils. As Summer Godwin takes a shot, doesn't fall. Galarza with the rebound. Now she's down on the ground. Coach Willis wanted a timeout, didn't get it. It's a travel call. And a turnover to Cutter Morningstar.
Definitely think that was the right call there as she went to the ground, kind of rolled over. Definitely a travel. See what the Lady Eagles can do here now with the ball.
3 minutes left in the third. Cutter Morningstar trails 26-25. Cherokee Fields drives it in. Loses the ball out of bounds. It goes to Mountain Pine. Fields was trying to hit Grace Slick down low, but just lost possession. Galarza inbounds to McDaniel. Here comes Mountain Pine.
Seems like Coach has called off that press for the Lady Eagles, at least for the time being, as they settle back into that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, had very rarely seen that tonight. McDaniel at the top of the key to Galarza. Back to McDaniel. Across the timeline, across the arc. The pass down low to Godwin, knocked away, and it'll sail out of bounds back to the Cutter Morningstar.
Good idea there on the entry pass, just a little high and out of the reach of Godwin.
2:30 to play. Cherokee Fields brings the ball across the line for Cutter Morningstar. Inbound to Grace Slick. Intercepted by Summer Godwin. The senior continues, or excuse me, Allie Meeks continuing to impress here in the third as Meeks trades with McDaniel and Galarza at the top of the key. Meeks thought about a 3. And now she'll transition the ball around. McDaniel at the top of the key over to Grace Galarza. Ball inside Tash. Tash's shot is blocked. She'll maintain possession. McDaniel at the top of the key. Moving the ball around. Meeks looking for that opportunity. Just does not have enough time to take it. Meeks settles for a pull-up jumper down low. Shot won't fall. And it'll be knocked away going back to Cutter Morningstar.
Yeah, you could tell Mountain Pine was trying to get Meeks an open 3 there, but the Lady Eagles doing a good job recovering time and time again to not allow her that open look.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Allie Meeks has been hot here in the third, and Cutter Morningstar knows that and went in to stifle it immediately. Down low, Cherokee Fields goes up for a shot from the Eagles. She'll draw the foul. And Fields goes to the line to shoot 2.
There's Fields once again doing that drive to the basket. This time she's on the left side. She's earned 2 shots at the free throw line.
First shot ties it, knotting it up at 26. 1:28 to play in the third. Second opportunity due up for Fields. Shot is up and no good. Rebound controlled by Summer Godwin. Here comes Mountain Pine. All tied up at 26. 1:21 to play in the third. Kalaria McDaniel drives against Harris. Over to Allie Meeks, and now down low Tash. Tash wide open, doesn't take the shot, and now the pass is intercepted. A foul will be charged against Grace Galarza. And now a turnover going to Cutter Morningstar. 1:11 on the clock here in the third. We're all tied up at 26. Anybody's ball game as Tyra Harris comes across the timeline. Cherokee Fields calling the offense from the top. Now drives in. Fields takes it all the way in. Shot doesn't fall. Controlled by Galarza and Mountain Pine. Here come the Lady Red Devils. Under a minute to play in the third. Allie Meeks with the basketball into the front court. Dribbling, taking her time, down low to Godwin. Inside, feeding it into McDaniel, and now a whistle blown. No shot, but the foul against Cutter Morning Star, charged against Harris. Mountain Pine will inbound beneath its own basket.
That was a great feed as McDaniel went cutting down the lane there, drawing the foul.
Galarza inbounds to Meeks, down on the far wing. Pass is inbounded, knocked away by Dixon. It stays with Mountain Pine, 34.5 remaining here in the third.
Tried to do the same entry pass there. That time the Lady Eagles saw it coming a mile away, were able to knock it away.
Deep inbounds pass to McDaniel. Now Godwin drives in traffic. Shot up, no good. Tanae Tash fouled as she goes up. And no shot. So it'll stay with Mountain Pine beneath its own basket. 28.5 seconds remaining as Grace Galarza is set to inbound. Galarza out deep to Meeks. Meeks feeds it right on into Summer Godwin. Turns, puts up a shot. It's blocked, and Godwin knocks it away to kill one more second off the clock. Turnover going to Cutter Morning Star. We're all tied up at 26, 21 seconds left.
Coach is calling for the last shot here.
Cherokee Fields has the basketball at the top of the key. 10 seconds left. Long three by Fields. Off the mark, no good. Summer Godwin's got it. 5 seconds left. Mountain Pine dribbling across the line. Long three on its way. McDaniel, no. And we go to the fourth quarter, all tied up at 26. Anybody's ball game in what has turned out to be a great one so far. You're listening to Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball live from Cutter Morning Star High School on XZeroSports.com.
This winter, you can stay warm and support your favorite team with customized embroidery from Mr. Stitchy. They do hats, polos, bags, shirts, jackets, anything you can think of. Maybe you've got a small business. Let Mr. Stitchy turn your clothing into a walking billboard. They're the official embroidery provider of XZero Sports, and their quality and their reputation is second to none. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. MrStitchy.com. That's MRStitchy.com. Mr. Stitchy, where every stitch counts.
Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Mr. Stitchy, where every stitch counts. When XZero Sports needed its logo on some apparel, we turned to Mr. Stitchy. Hats, polos, we're getting the XZero Sports banner out there, and Mr. Stitchy's helping us every step of the way. MrStitchy.com, MRStitchy.com. As we open the fourth quarter, I don't know if we could say that we saw this coming from earlier in the game, but we're all tied up at 26. Mountain Pine has certainly turned this into a great game, and it's anybody's contest as the ball is inbounded to Tyra Harris here. We're joined by Travis Harrison. I'm Mark Oliver. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in on XZeroSports.com. Loki Miller takes a shot. It doesn't fall. Now the putback. A foul drawn by Haley Scott, the sophomore.
Those offensive rebounds, that'll kill you. Lady Eagles able to get one there, and Haley Scott taking a strong take to the rim, and now she's at the line.
Looking to break the tie here with 7:45 remaining in regulation. Scott's first shot, too hard off the back of the rim, no good. Substitution coming in for Mountain Pine, Jatavia Smith in for Tanae Tash.
The game this close, every free throw matters. Could come down to winning or losing the game at the foul line.
Back at the line. Haley Scott for Cutter Morning Star. Second shot on its way. It's good. The Lady Eagles regain the lead, 27-26, off of a key free throw by Scott. In transition, here comes Mountain Pine, and there's a travel call against Caleria McDaniel. She tried to post up and make a pass. Couldn't do it. And now Cutter Morning Star, a big opportunity to gain momentum here.
There's that pressure we've seen most of the game by the Lady Eagles, forcing another turnover.
Harris into the front court for the Lady Eagles. Feeds it in down low to Scott. Ball's knocked away, stolen away by Summer Godwin. Godwin over to Caleria McDaniel, and here comes the answer on the drive from Mountain Pine. McDaniel doubled up, gets it over to Allie Meeks, and now they'll slow things down as McDaniel's able to set up at the top of the key. 7:15 remaining. Galarza. Back to Kalaria McDaniel. McDaniel fakes a pass now over to Galarza. Long three on its way. Off the rim, no good. Rebound Scott. Here come the Lady Eagles, who lead by 1. Loki Miller at the top of the key. She'll trade off with Tyra Harris. Under 7 minutes to play. Ball is fed inside to Scott, now back up to Harris. Guarded loosely by Allie Meeks is Harris. Now a long three by Miller. Shot doesn't fall for Loki Miller. The putback from Scott. Up, no good. She'll get her own rebound, and now she draws the foul. Scott battled, and now she'll go back to the line to shoot 2.
Scott making a big impact on the offensive glass here early in this fourth quarter. That's her 3rd offensive rebound, and now she finds herself right back at the foul line.
27-26, Cutter Morningstar with the lead. Scott will look to extend it here. Foul was charged against Jatavia Smith of Mountain Pine. First shot on its way, off the rim, no good. 6:37 to play in regulation. Second shot, no good. Rebound, Galarza. Here come the Lady Red Devils. Quickly, Summer Godwin able to create some breathing room as Mountain Pine finally gets it across the timeline. Allie Meeks to Kalaria McDaniel. Back to Meeks. Down low, Godwin. Instead of taking a shot, she'll feed it back out. Long three on its way by Meeks. Off the front of the rim, no good. It'll sail out of bounds.
She had to rush that one a little bit because they were closing in on her fast. So because of that, she wasn't able to connect.
27-26, Cutter Morningstar basketball. The Lady Eagles lead. 6:08 to play as Grace Slick drives against Galarza. She'll feed it down low to Dixon. Turnaround jumper, pulled up, no good. Slick with the rebound. The shot, no good. And now finally Summer Godwin comes up with the basketball. Mountain Pine Rock as Allie Meeks takes it into the front court for the Lady Red Devils. Kalaria McDaniel dribbling against Tyra Harris. Back over to Meeks. They're looking for an opportunity to pull up a big shot here. McDaniel back to Meeks. Down low, Galarza. The ball's tipped away as they get it into Godwin. Summer Godwin turns off the mark. Shot no good. And it'll go to Cutter Morningstar.
Like to see the hustle from both ladies there trying to fight for the rebound.
A 1-point lead for the Cutter Morningstar Lady Eagles, and you see Loki Miller just wiping the sweat from her forehead. This has definitely been a hard-fought ball game. 5:23 to play in the fourth. The Lady Eagles by 1 as Harris gets it over to Cherokee Fields at the top of the key. Fields looks to drive in. Double coverage. Puts a shot up in the paint, and it's good. Cherokee Fields with a huge bucket there, extending the lead to 3. McDaniel with the basketball. That defense from Cutter Morningstar, it's back. An errant pass controlled by the Lady Eagles, and now a fast break opportunity. A mismatch defensively. Fields puts a shot up. She's fouled. Kalaria McDaniel is going to be charged with it. I believe that's her 3rd personal. And now at the line, Cherokee Fields. 4:51 remaining, and an opportunity to make it a 2-possession game here.
Fields putting this game in her hands. She had that nice spin move and finish there the last possession, and now she finds herself back at the foul line to extend the lead.
Timeout down on the floor. Coach Willis wants to talk to his girls. We'll take a moment. We're back after this. This is Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball, live from Cutter Morningstar High School on XZeroSports.com.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at XZeroSports.com.
Back here at Cutter Morningstar High School alongside Travis Harrison, I'm Mark Oliver. Coming out of the timeout, Cherokee Fields is at the line for Cutter Morningstar. A 3-point lead for the Lady Eagles so far in this one, 29-26. At the line is Fields. Waiting 2 shots. First shot up and good. Now a 4-point lead for the Lady Eagles, who get a crucial second possession lead. Second shot good. A 5-point lead for the Lady Eagles, and now Mountain Pine looking at crunch time. Under 5 minutes to play here in the fourth. Strong defensive effort coming in from the Lady Eagles as an errant pass goes out of bounds. McDaniel cannot connect with Allie Meeks. A big turnover going to the Eagles.
You see this pressure, how much trouble it's causing Mountain Pine. You wonder why Coach pulled out of it for a little while there.
Harris gets it down low to Grace Slick. Now Cherokee Fields. Wide open 3 on its way. Loki Miller's shot doesn't fall. Jatavia Smith with the rebound. Here comes Mountain Pine. Valeria McDaniel, the freshman point guard, across the timeline. Guarded heavily by Tyra Harris. Now Allie Meeks calling the shots for the offense. Down low Galarza, who hasn't had very many opportunities tonight. McDaniel calling the offense, trying to direct Summer Godwin to get open. She's been the most consistent shooter on the floor for the Lady Red Devils tonight, and the offense has been relying heavily on number 10. Allie Meeks with the basketball, down low Smith. Back to Meeks, 3:45 to play. Down low, Summer Godwin finally open. Turnaround jumper off the rim, no good. And it'll go back to the Cutter Morningstar Lady Eagles. So possession that stalls out. They finally got the opening they needed, but Godwin's shot just off the mark.
Still plenty of time here, though. Just got to come away with some stops. They want to get back into this ball game.
31-26, Cutter Morningstar as Fields turns, puts a shot up, it's blocked. No good, and then they're fighting for the rebound. It'll go out of bounds, back to Mountain Pine. Summer Godwin was there. She was able to bounce it off of Kara Kincaid. And the Lady Red Devils have a chance to cut back into the deficit. Inbounds pass goes to Allie Meeks, guarded heavily by Cherokee Fields. And now a foul, a reach in. And it's just a little bit too handsy was Loki Miller. That'll give Mountain Pine a little bit of breathing room as Grace Galarza will inbound near midcourt. Inbounds to McDaniel. Takes it all the way down to Summer Godwin. Godwin drives, shot is blocked, and it's last touched by Miller. It stays with the Lady Red Devils. 3:09 to play, and a 5-point lead for Cutter, 31-26. Galarza to inbound. Gets it in deep, it's intercepted. Cherokee Fields, it's a one-on-one mismatch. As Fields feeds it in low, Kincaid puts a shot up off the glass, no good. She gets her own rebound and draws a blocking foul, Jatavia Smith.
It's one thing the Lady Eagles have done well all night is that even if they miss that first shot, they fight, they get the offensive rebound. A lot of times have ended up at the free throw line because of it.
So Kincaid is at the line to shoot 2 in what could be crucial. First shot off the front of the rim, no good. Substitutions come in for either team. Madison Dixon checks in for Cutter in place of Loki Miller. Tanae Tash enters the game for Mountain Pine as Jatavia Smith takes a seat. 2:58 to play. Kincaid's second shot, no good. Rebound Godwin. Here come the Lady Red Devils. 31-26, 2:50 to play. McDaniel spins, drives into the front court against Harris. Out to Allie Meeks, and now Grace Galarza. Looking for an opening. Galarza drives in. She's fouled. And Grace Galarza will go to the line to shoot 2. Harris is charged with the foul. And Galarza looking for an opportunity to help bail her team out here in the fourth.
Definitely some big free throws here, being down 5. Chance to cut this to a one-possession ball game.
First shot by Galarza off the front of the rim, no good. 2:40 to play. Big opportunity here coming for number 22. Shot no good. Rebound Cutter Morning Star. Cherokee Fields on her way down. Harris pull-up jumper. Off the rim, no good. They're fighting for the rebound. Summer Godwin's got it. And now a jump ball, I believe. And that will go to Mountain Pine.
Kind of surprised to see the Lady Eagles playing so fast-paced. They're trying to get a quick bucket with the 5-point lead. You think they'd slow it up a little bit and try to eat some clock.
Ball is knocked away as it's intercepted by Cutter Morning Star. Tyra Harris. Summer Godwin's charged with the push foul. And now the Lady Eagles going to the line for what I believe is the 1-and-1. 31-26, Cutter Morning Star. 2:22 to play. Harris quickly, shot up and good. Harris' second free throw, off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Grace Galarza. Here comes Mountain Pine trailing by 6. Meeks over to McDaniel. Into the front court, now a foul. Push foul charge against Tyra Harris, and that's a good break for Mountain Pine as Harris may come out due to foul trouble. No, it looks like she's going to stay in. Her defensive presence unmatched on that Cutter Morning Star bench. Now another foul immediately as Kalaria McDaniel is going to go to the line for the 1-and-1 for Mountain Pine. These shots are big, Travis.
Definitely. I mean, Lady Eagles fouling there, stops the clock, gives Mountain Pine a chance to score with the clock stopped.
Off the front of the rim, no good. The free throws have not been falling for Mountain Pine tonight. And now a foul charged against Grace Galarza on the rebound. And we'll take it all the way across court as Kara Kincaid is very familiar with the free throw line tonight. She goes for the 1-and-1. Excuse me, is now the double bonus in effect. Kincaid at the line to shoot 2. First shot by Kincaid is good. Nothing but net. Extending the lead to 7. 33-26. Second shot on its way, good.
It's like Kincaid is eager to put this one away.
That one could do it with the way that Mountain Pine has been shut down here in the fourth. That defense we saw from the first quarter, yeah, it's back. Summer Godwin with the basketball. Driving. Taking it all the way home. Nearly loses it. Puts up a shot in traffic. Won't fall. Godwin with the rebound. She's fouled.
Godwin doing a nice job there, even though she didn't make the initial shot. Didn't take herself out of the play. Was able to get the offensive rebound, and now she's got 2 shots up and coming at the foul line.
Grace Slick charged with the foul for Cutter Morning Star. Godwin looking to chip away at an 8-point deficit. 1:52 to play. First shot won't fall. Tanae Tash with the rebound. Back to Godwin, who puts it up. She's fouled again, and she'll go back to the line. Grace Slick will be charged with the foul once again in what really feels like deja vu. Only 3 seconds off the clock. Godwin at the line to shoot 2. 1:49 to play. First shot. No good. Free throws have been the thorn in the side for Mountain Pine here in the second half. Second shot by Godwin is good, cutting the lead to 7. Time is on the side of the Lady Eagles, 1:45 to play, leading 34-27. Cherokee Fields drives against Kalaria McDaniel. There's the screen. Fields unable to do anything out of it. Is Fields content with chewing up the clock here? Ball knocked away. Now a wide open 3 on its way by Tyra Harris. Shot doesn't fall. Dixon with the putback, no good. Scrumming for it on the floor. Harris picks it up, and now there's a whistle. And a timeout down on the floor. Cutter Morning Star will take it. We'll take it with them. 34-27. The Lady Eagles lead. You're listening to Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball. Live from Cutter Morning Star High School on XZeroSports.com.
Support your favorite team this season with customized screen printing from Branded Ink. Their products are built to last. They're not going to fall apart after a couple of washes, and they keep looking great. Got a small business? Branded Ink loves small businesses and can put your logo on just about anything. Check them out online at brandedink.net or call Jason Hunter today at 501-767-2197. That's 501-767-2197. Branded Ink, the official apparel provider of XZero Sports.
1:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Alongside Travis Harrison, I'm Mark Oliver. 34-27, Cutter Morningstar with the lead, and a big timeout there to maintain possession for the Lady Eagles, who look to close things out here. Inbounds pass from Dixon finds Cherokee Fields, who's guarded heavily by Allie Meeks. Mountain Pine turning up the pressure here defensively. As the shot doesn't fall, the rebound, Tanae Tash, who takes out Summer Godwin with her elbows. Godwin looking a little bit stunned as she gets back to her feet. The ball stays with Cutter Morningstar after a bit of an offensive mishap from Mountain Pine. Now a push foul. Allie Meeks charged with it, looking to just slow things down here. Going to the line is Cherokee Fields. 56 seconds remain. Coming up at the conclusion of this game, the senior boys. Mountain Pine and Cutter Morningstar, a big rivalry game. A lot riding on that contest. Coming up immediately at the conclusion of this game as Cherokee Fields drains her first free throw and looks for her second opportunity here. Fields' second shot won't fall. Rebound, Summer Godwin of Mountain Pine. 53 seconds left and an 8-point deficit for the Lady Red Devils. They'll need a lot here. And that defense hasn't let up one bit. Meeks drives in, shot up in the paint, air ball no good, out of bounds, back to Cutter Morningstar. The Lady Eagles looking to close it out here, looking for their 7th win of the season. Now a foul. It's going to be charged against Calaria McDaniel, who had to grab the jersey. She throws her arms up to Coach Willis and said, "I had to stop the clock, Coach, one way or another." But whenever you get into this situation where you have to foul the other team and you're trailing by so much, it's tough to overcome. Harris' first free throw, no good. 34.7 seconds remain. Second free throw does not fall. And now it'll be knocked out of bounds and stay with Cutter Morningstar. 30 seconds left. Hard-fought ball game by both teams. We were all tied up coming into the fourth quarter. But Cutter Morningstar turning on the boosters here in the closing act and securing what will appear to be a victory here at home. 30 seconds left. Calaria McDaniel to Allie Meeks across the timeline. Down low, Tash. Pull-up jumper. Too hard, won't fall, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Red Devils, 17.4 seconds left.
For Lady Eagles now, you just play straight up, don't foul.
Ball inbounded, Summer Godwin, long three, in and out, no good. 10 seconds left. Godwin, the rebound, the pull-up jumper, it's good. Summer Godwin continues to perform for her team despite the deficit. With 7 seconds left, a timeout on the floor that will hold right here.
It was Godwin's first basket since the third quarter, so she's had a quiet fourth quarter, but overall, great game. I'm positive she's got a double-double with points and rebounds.
7.1 seconds left, 35-29. Cutter Morningstar moments away from a win. And with the loss, Mountain Pine would fall to a 4-game losing streak, 2-6 overall, 0-2 in conference play.
7 seconds left, 6-point game. You figure, this one's over, but, stranger things have happened. So you never know. 2 possession, get a quick 3. Now, of course, I got to get a steal because Lady Eagles are in possession. So get a quick steal and a 3. We'll see what happens here.
Fields to inbound for Cutter Morningstar. The players are all spread out here. Fields feeds it in down low, Harris. And a quick foul. Tanae Tash The foul on Harris. And now going to the line will be Tyra Harris. 5.5 seconds left.
I feel like there wasn't much denial there on the inbounds pass. Pretty much let the player come right in front and catch it. As Harris was able to get it, no problem.
Harris at the line to shoot 2 here. First shot good. 7-point game. As the Lady Eagles look to pad it here. Second shot, no good. And it's tipped out of bounds with 4.3 seconds left. Mountain Pine will get the basketball one last time tonight. The inbounds deep to Allie Meeks. Picked up across court. Long 3 on its way. It's blocked. And that's how this one will end here at Cutter Morningstar High School. Your final score, the Lady Eagles defeat Mountain Pine 36-29. We'll take a quick break, and we're back after this. This is Mountain Pine Lady Red Devils basketball on XZeroSports.com.
This winter, you can stay warm and support your favorite team with customized embroidery from Mr. Stitchy. They do hats, polos, bags, shirts, jackets, anything you can think of. Maybe you've got a small business. Let Mr. Stitchy turn your clothing into a walking billboard. They're the official embroidery provider of XZero Sports, and their quality and their reputation is second to none. But don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. MrStitchy.com. That's MRStitchy.com. Mr. Stitchy, where every stitch counts.
Your final score tonight, Cutter Morningstar defeating Mountain Pine 36-29. Mountain Pine falls to 2-6 on the season, 0-2 in conference play. With the win, Cutter Morningstar moves to 7-4, 2-0 in conference play. Travis, a great game so far, and we're looking forward to the senior boys broadcast, which is coming up right here, moments away on XZeroSports.com. But as we take a break from the senior girls broadcast here, is there anybody you'd like to say hello to who may be listening to the broadcast tonight?
I'd like to say hello to my beautiful fiance, Megan, who's tuning in, so I appreciate her listening to us. So, love you, babe.
Want to say hello to the lovely Mrs. Hannah Oliver tuning into tonight's broadcast here at home in Hot Springs, and my 2 wonderful children, Michael and Benjamin Oliver, listening here. Coming up after the break, the senior boys action. Mountain Pine taking on Cutter Morningstar. The house is packed here at Cutter Morningstar, and we're in for a good one tonight. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this. This is Mountain Pine Red Devils basketball on XZeroSports.com.